Haha, yeah, the year is 2013. I'm in this country, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, and also Paraná. I'm searching for business. I'm blending business with pleasure. I'm also visiting my homeboy from high school. Jay, baby, you trying to set me up, huh? Shame on you. Get this. I go to this place. I arrange a meeting with business people. I was interested in importing some timber back then. Yeah, no. I'm looking to my friend for translation from English to Portuguese. Yeah, no. But when I'm taking him to these meetings, something is telling me that something is not right. So what I do, I took out my phone. I started recording the conversation. Yeah, no. And then I go back to my hotel room. I'm listening to the translation. This guy, he is literally going against my interest. And then a couple days later, he meets me and he says, "Hey, bro, since you came here for business, I got a right opportunity for you." I said, "Yeah." He introduced me to this other guy. You know. Now, when I'm around this guy he's quiet, and it seems like somebody that is well connected everywhere. Everywhere we went, people greeted him very nicely. Yeah, he was treated like a celebrity. He tells me, "Hey, I want to take you somewhere tonight." We go there during the night. It's some high class brothel. They give us a dressing gown. They give us a cigar. I'm just there smoking a cigar with this guy. And women are everywhere. So we get to do what we're doing. The next day, he sends me a bill for $1,400. You see what I'm saying? And he gives me an ultimatum to pay it. And guess what? I just went and paid the money. And then I changed my hotel immediately because I felt something is off with this thing. You know what I'm saying? And then we're having dinner one night, me, my friend, and this guy. And they get to speak in Portuguese. And my friend confidently says to him, "Don't worry, he will do what you want in Portuguese." I thought about this. I thought of Michael Corleone, The Godfather. And I told my best friend, "Hey, Jay, baby, me and you, we're going to progress just like in high school." And he gives me a smile, of course. You see what I'm saying? He was trying to set me up with a drug dealing situation so that I can import the drugs for them. If I just listen to his words, there'll be no ego. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Alula. Welcome to Awaken the Ego. In this video, I want to talk about why language, affection, and words are created to deceive you. In fact, if you pay attention to words, just words, what people say to you, let me tell you something. You're gonna be fooled every time. After all that incident, I said, Lord, how did you make me so intelligent? You see what I'm saying? Lord, how did you protect me from all these evil people around throughout my life? I said, I'm so amazed. And God says, the reason why you like this is because you love animals. I said, what do you mean? I said, God says, animals live like the way they have it, just the way I made them. You see, the thing about animals is like, they don't pretend, they don't fake anything. If they like you, they show you affection. If they feel threat, they'll tear your ass up right then and there. But humans use language to deceive you each time. Funny enough, the thing is, every time somebody wants to deceive you, they call you bro, they call you babe, and they call you something affectionate. Let me tell you something. That is to soften you up for the slaughterhouse. So the smartest thing to do, guys, is never to listen to people's words. No. Of course you should. You know what I'm saying. Now, if you're asking, Alula, bro, you saying don't listen to people. What should I listen to? First one is pay attention to how you feel around those people. Let me tell you something. Energy never lies. You know what I'm saying? Now, back then, my best friend back then, before we meeting this guy, he told me some things about him. How he's a son of like a government official, how he's rich, how is this, how is that. But when I met the man, his energy said, this man is powerful. His energy said, this man might just be a drug dealer. His energy also said, this guy feels like he has committed some serious crime. You know what I mean? This guy, he has an energy of like people fearing him, like, yeah. That is the first thing, guys. You got to pay attention. How do you feel when you're in the presence of somebody? You see, guys, your body never lies. But then they throw babe in there. They throw bro in there to deceive you. Now, if you ignore your feeling and go with the words, there you go. You have been deceived. In fact, guys, when you go through your awakening, this is what you're going to master. This is how you're going to begin to operate in this world, just like animals. You see that? When a dog comes to see you, the first thing he does is to smell you. You see what I'm saying? He is smelling for your frequency. He is listening to your heartbeat. If you're relaxed, cool, peaceful, he comes to play with you. You see what I'm saying? But if your heart is beating fast, yeah, your frequency is like high and like aggression energy, then the dog attacks you. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how you try. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because that dog is really living like the way they have. Every time you go against your instincts, every time you go against your feeling, every time you ignore someone's frequency, you're gonna be decepted. And language is created just for that. All right, let's move on. The rain is coming. The second point is, guys, you have to learn how to look at people's patterns and behaviors and things that they do consistently. And let me say this, don't ever underestimate how small that thing might be. You see what I'm saying? The thing about this guy, my best friend from high school back then, yeah, when we were teenagers, we were kids, yeah, we used to do something, fool around. He was my best friend. I gave him so much affection. Yeah, he also was like my best friend. He gave me affection too. Yeah, we bonded over rap music. Our favorite rappers and idols and movie actors. You know what I'm saying? But there's one thing that I've always noticed about Jay. Jay was always different when there was women and money involved. I've always known, even though he was my best friend. You see what I'm saying? I've always known that if there is a beautiful woman between us, and this guy will not hesitate to betray me right there. You know what I'm saying? I always know that, but I never let him know that I knew that about him. And also money as well. You see what I'm saying? People's parents, things that people do on a regular basis, how people behave in certain areas, guys. That is your answer right there. You know what I'm saying? And every time you listen to people's words and not look at the pattern, you're going to be deceived, my brother, my sister. Therefore, the only thing to do, guys, is to pay attention to how people make you feel. Particularly how the frequencies collide with your frequency. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't do that, all right, bye-bye.